Let me read. I've been reading Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451, and I want you to listen to science fiction. Now, science fiction is not a predictor of the future. It is, they take trends that they see, and then they put them in the world that they're in now. So this is 1950. And so you'll hear swell. Things are swell because it's 1950. I want you to listen to this. This is the fireman who goes and they burn books. And so it's the fireman talking to the 17-year-old girl on the way home. And people don't talk to each other anymore. And she says, he says, hang on, now I've just lost it here. Here it is. Why aren't you at school? And she said, oh, well, they don't miss me. I'm antisocial, they say. I don't mix. It's so strange. I'm very social indeed. It depends on what you mean by social, doesn't it? I mean, social to me means you talk to people about things. She rattled on about chestnuts that had fallen off the tree in the front yard. You talk about how strange the world is. Being with people is nice, but I don't think it's social to get a bunch of people together and then not let them talk, do you? An hour of TV class, an hour of basketball or baseball or running, another hour of transcription history or painting pictures, and then more sports. But, you know, we never ask questions, or at least most don't. They just run the answers at you, bing, 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 and us sitting there for 4 hours of film teacher. That's not social to me at all. It's like a bunch of funnels and a lot of water poured down the spout and out the bottom, and them telling us that it's wine when we all know it's not. They run us so ragged that by the end of the day, we can't do anything but go to bed or head to a fun park to bully people around. We break window panes in the window smasher place, or wreck cars in the car wrecker place with a big steel ball. Or we go out to the cars and race on the streets, trying to see how close you can get to lampposts, playing chicken and knock hubcaps. I guess I'm everything they say I am, all right. I haven't any friends, but that's supposed to prove I'm abnormal? But everyone I know is either shouting or dancing around like wild people, beating up on one another. Do you notice how many people hurt each other nowadays? He says to her, you sound so very old. Sometimes I think I'm ancient. I'm afraid of children my own age. They kill each other. Did it always used to be that way? My uncle says no. 6 of my friends have been shot in the last year alone. 10 of them died in car wrecks. I'm afraid of them. They don't like me because I'm afraid. My uncle says my grandfather remembered when children didn't kill each other. But that was a long time ago when they had things different. They believed in responsibility, my uncle says. Do you know I'm responsible? I was spanked when I needed it years ago, and I do all the shopping and the house cleaning by hand. But most of all, she said, I like to watch people. Sometimes I ride the subway all day, and I look at them and I listen to them. I just want to figure out what they are and what they want to be and where they're going. Sometimes I go to the fun parks and ride the jet cars, and as they race along the edge of the town at midnight, and the police don't care. As long as they're insured, as long as everybody has 10,000 insurance points, everybody's happy. Sometimes I just sneak around and listen in. I listen in subways, or I listen at soda fountains. And you know what? What? People don't talk about anything. Oh, they must, he said. No, not anything. They'll name a lot of cars, or they'll talk about clothes or swimming pools, and they'll all say, oh, that's swell. But they all say the same things. Nobody says anything different from anybody else. And most of the time in the cafes, they have the joke boxes and the same jokes most of the time, or the same musical wall lit and the colored patterns running up and down, but it's only color and abstract. It doesn't mean anything. And at the museums, have you ever been to the museums? They're all abstract. That's all they are now. My uncle says it was different once. A long time ago, a long time back, sometimes pictures showed things or even showed people. Your uncle, he said. He must have been a remarkable man. Oh, he is. He certainly is. If that is not a conversation that is so close to the conversation many Americans are having today, and that was written by Ray Bradbury in 1950, a warning to the world.